is mighty impressive, and the 5,000, um, one of the harder events to make. But we don't know how it's going to shake out. There's plenty of question marks, and Norris is doing
Is
everything
it?
she can to put herself in the mix. What's that?
Is the women's 5K hardest to make? I don't know. It could actually become one of the easier teams to make.
I meant I didn't mean sorry, hardest. No, I meant a hard team to make. Like I would say the women's 5 is going to be harder than the women's 10 right now. But comparing it to the 1500, you're right.
No,
They're all hard.
I
They're all
don't
hard to
know.
make. They're all
They're
hard
all
to
hard
make.
to make, yeah.
Listen,
But I low key think that the 5K is like a sweet spot for a newcomer like a Josette Norris to make a team because I don't think
it,
there's like a monster two-headed punch up front where it's all only where only one person is getting that third spot. The way I
yeah,
think I look at the 1500 like that with
yeah,
El Purier and Shelby Houlihan, where it's like everyone is racing for one spot to join the other two. And I
yeah.
think the 10K just has a lot of depth, but the 5K is just like not going to be a true 5K because some of the best athletes are not going to be in that race. Like, let's bring up the 5K standard list. And you could have a caveat for everything, right? So, Shelby Houlihan, fastest mark, won't even be in it. Carissa Schweizer, she's good, but she also had like a little off race. Hey, Shannon Rowberry, she's not in 14:45 shape. She's not running as well as she did in 2020. So, asterisk. Elise Cranny, she's running well. So,
Yeah.
you have Carissa and Elise Cranny running well, but then Vanessa Frazier, Courtney Frericks won't be there. Then you have Josette Norris next week. Emily Infeld,
Yeah.
not really showing much speed. Rachel Schneider is looking all right or good. And then you have Emily Sisson, who's more of a 10K runner. Ali Bukowski, who's just as equal of a newcomer. Jenny Simpson, who ran 410 earlier this. So like you start seeing more and more asterisks as you go down the list, and then you look at it, and you're like, all right, it's not out of question that a 1451 406 woman can make the team if this is the type of field we got.
Yes. However, my point is in any other Olympic cycle, we'd look at 1451 and we wouldn't have to name 4 or 5 people in front of her. That's what I'm saying. And because the 5K comes before the 10K, you're not going to get any reprieve. Like Schweizer's going to be there. I know she ran the 15 flat. Schweizer's going to come to play, right? We
Yeah.
saw what Cranny did over the weekend. She ran a really solid 1500. I'm guessing she's going to run the 5 over the 15, but you're right. Maybe she won't. Rowberry, going to be solid, right? Schneider, going to be solid. And so there's a lot of people there that you're going to have to get by. And then there's people that you're right that are like on her level or close to her level, like Bohowski in there. Perhaps someone like I don't even like I don't know like what like I'm assuming Frazier's going to go to the 10, right? I'm assuming Emily Enfeld's going to go all in on the 10. Are those correct assumptions? I'm not sure. But like if you told me the team is going to be Schweizer, Cranny, Schneider, that's like a solid team.
Yeah,
That would probably
that's
be the
true.
most popular pick. I'll put it this way: she went from Josette Norris before the season started went from like a what 10,000 to one chance to make the team to now down to 50 to one, 25 to one, maybe even lower than that. Like the fact that she's even in the conversation is absolutely bananas.
I would say she's probably more in the 10 to 8 to 1
Okay, this is
based on
why I
what
don't
she's running.
gamble.
I mean,
Yeah,
yeah.
I will not argue with that.
If she had
But you
50 to 1
agree.
odds, you need to put your house on that. And then you have
I mean,
50
look at her.
houses.
She was She was 1550 or sorry, 1529 2 years ago. Her PB in the 5,000. In the 1500, her progression goes 427, 423, 428, 410, 415, 406. So 19 was her best year, and she went 410, 1529. This year she's gone 406, 1451. So I think going into the year, it might have actually been 10,000 to 1. I'm probably completely wrong on what the odds are now, but I know what the odds would have been at the beginning of the year, and it would have been uh, so long, so long. So